Hey, it's ADIA. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to talk about my skincare must-haves. So this is not necessarily like a skincare routine, but I'm going to talk about the different products that I reach for on a daily or weekly basis to keep my skin looking good. So I'm going to start with the morning stuff first, and then I'm going to go to the evening things, and that's it. Some of these things I mentioned before because they really are like year-round staples, and other things are slightly newer additions that I have incorporated into my skincare routine since the weather has started to cool down a little bit. So first off, I'm going to talk about this. This is the Bioderma. This is the Sebum one. So this is the one that's for combination oily skin. I started using this one in the summer, for obvious reasons, and I just love it. In the morning, I don't feel the need to like wash my face with like a real cleanser, but I do want to take off any skincare from the night before, any oils from my own skin, anything like that, just to kind of give my skin a fresh start. So that's why I like to start with this in the morning. And then the next thing that I use is this. This is the From Molly with Love Sea Kelp Bioferment Essence. So if you're familiar with K-Beauty, then you know essences are a huge part of any K-Beauty skincare routine. And they are meant in general to just hydrate the skin and prep it for whatever you put on next. So the reason why I love this is sea kelp is incredibly hydrating, but it's very lightweight. As you can see, it's like a liquid texture. So it's not going to feel heavy on your skin, but it's really going to add a lot of moisture. Sea kelp is also very anti-inflammatory. So if you have like redness, if you tend to have like rosacea or anything like that, it will help calm your skin. And it also has anti-aging benefits. So, I feel like this is just like a win-win. If you feel like your skin just needs just a little bit more hydration, now that the weather is cooling down, something like this is really great. Now, this is like something that I use only as needed, and that is the Glossier Zit Stick. The active ingredient in it is benzoyl peroxide, which is a very common like acne fighting ingredient. And so I will just like spot treat this as needed. So for instance, like this morning, I have like a little breakout come in on my chin, so I pop some on there. And yeah, I like this. I do think that it can be drying on your skin, and so it's like a less is more type of product, especially when you're first trying it out and you don't know how your skin is going to react to it, but I like it. Another thing that I use sometimes if I really feel like I need another layer of hydration is this antioxidant hyaluronic acid serum. It's by AEnon. This is another product that I carry in my store, Coveted Beauty, and it's just a great hyaluronic acid serum. Hyaluronic acid works to basically what it does is it attracts water to your skin, so it keeps your skin hydrated. It also will plump up any fine lines, so it's also an ingredient that you'll see in lots of anti-aging products because it will like just plump up your skin. So this is a great product. This or any other hyaluronic acid serum is definitely something I recommend to pretty much anyone because it just adds in the hydration in your skin. So I will use this sometimes, not every day, but if I do feel like my skin is a little bit more dry, then I'll add this. Okay, I promise this is a fast routine. I'm just going over like everything that I might use just to kind of share with you my skincare go-tos. So this is something that I have been using pretty regularly for the past month. And this is the Kakadu Plum Vitamin C Serum by Rohr Remedy. You guys know vitamin C is incredibly brightening, and I guess all year round you want to brighten your skin, but especially I felt like going into fall and winter when if you had a tan, it's gonna be fading. Sometimes your skin can start to look a little dull or just not as vibrant. And so I really love using a vitamin C serum in the morning. This one has a really nice gel texture. So here it is. And so it just really like disappears into the skin. So I like it because it feels light and it layers nicely with the other like essences and serums that I already use. So, and this is also all natural and it's available in my store, Coveted Beauty. Okay, so then the next thing that I use is a moisturizer, and I have been loving this. This is a Lilly Pilly and Omega-3 moisturizer, also from Rohr Remedy. And the reason that I like this is that it's a very light moisturizer, again, and so it'll soak into your skin, but it doesn't leave it feeling greasy at all. This is like how much I use, like a really, really small amount, because it just like glides into the skin, and it's really nice. It smells good. I just love it. It's just a great basic everyday moisturizer. So that's that. And then depending on how my skin feels, if I feel like that's enough, then I'll just go in with sunscreen. I've talked about sunscreen before, but these are the two oh, I just hit myself with the glasses. I've talked about these before. These are the two sunscreens I like. This is a physical sunscreen. It's called Great Skin Sunscreen. This is a chemical sunscreen, and it's Glossier Invisible Shield. I'm not going to go too much into detail because I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking about it. Okay, so that's, like I said, if my skin is, everything's going great. I don't feel the need to layer on any more, but I usually like to do a little something else, especially because if you guys have been here at my channel for a while, then you know I love facial oils, especially now that we're going into cooler weather. I just feel like a facial oil really does lock in that hydration. It keeps my skin from feeling like tight and dry towards the end of the day. But sometimes, especially if you're in areas where you have the heater on for a long time, or if it's really windy, then as the day goes on, it'll just like suck all the moisture out of your skin. So I really like to put an oil on before my sunscreen to really lock in that moisture. And I have two different ones that I use just depending on what my skin is doing. So if my skin is great, no problems, then I have this baby that's coming out to my store very soon. It's our first skincare product. It's called the Radiance Oil, and this is amazing because it has a lot of rosehip seed oil, as you can see by the, orangish color, and it soaks in really, really quickly, but it's still gonna lock in that hydration. So you'll hear more about this coming soon. So this has been what I've been using majority of the time. But if my skin is kind of like breaking out and I wanna really address that, then I will use this Native Nectar Clear and Glow Serum. So the reason why I like to use this is that it is an acne, I can't talk today. The reason why I like this is that it is an acne fighting serum. It's like an oil serum, as you guys can see. So it was formulated to address acne flare-ups and inflamed skin. And the thing that I like about it is while it's fighting acne, it also has nourishing ingredients. So it's going to help prevent your skin from drying out. And so I think it's just like a great kind of like combination product, because on the one hand, it's going to help clear up your skin. I mean, duh, it's called Clear and Glow. But it's going to help clear up your skin, but it's also going to help lock in the hydration in your skin and keep it glowy. So if I'm breaking out, then I'll use this oil. And then I don't always use eye cream, but I think as the weather gets colder, I probably will be adding an eye cream. And one that I really like is this Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. I think it's a really nice eye cream. It soaks in, and I only use a tiny, tiny bit. So those are my daytime skincare essentials. And now I'm gonna go to the evening ones. By the way, how cute is this makeup bag? Okay. All right, so if I'm wearing makeup, then I first use an oil cleanser, and I've been really liking this Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Purifying Cleansing Oil. I got this as a gift, and you know, I've never really dabbled into Laura Mercier's skincare at all. And so I actually didn't try this for a couple of months after I got it because I was just like, whatever. But this is a really great oil. It removes all my makeup. It doesn't leave a residue. It's just a really nice oil. And then I'll follow it with a foaming cleanser. And I just really like to use foaming cleansers with oils because it really will make sure there's no residue left after the oil. And the one that I've been using the most has been this Omorovicza cleansing foam. Now, Omorovicza makes great products. They're really expensive, but I have not been disappointed one single time with anything that I've tried. So if you want to kind of splurge on some skincare, I definitely recommend this brand, and I love this cleansing foam. Another cleanser that I'll use if I don't want to do the 2 steps, but I do want something that's like a little bit stronger or a little like 1 step above, like a cleansing milk, then I'll use this Rohr Remedy Rosalina facial cleanser. It's a gel cleanser. It doesn't foam up that much, so it's not going to dry your skin out. But this is something that I really like say after I've worked out or something like that, where I really just want to make sure my skin is clean. So that's something that I really like. Now, one more cleanser I want to talk about. If I wasn't wearing makeup, then I like to use something that's really gentle. And I love this AEnon's RITUALL Gentle Facial Cleanser. It's a cleansing milk. Let's see. So here, this is what it looks like, and with just a little bit of water, I usually will like rub it into my skin and then use the water, and so it's just like a really light texture. It's really hydrating. It smells very fresh. It has a really refreshing, clean scent, and so this is what I always use if I didn't wear any makeup, and I just kind of want to take off any like dirt or dust or pollen or anything like that that could have gotten on my face over the course of the day. Then I love this. Okay, and then I'll use this again, the same essence. I use this morning and night. It really does keep my skin hydrated, so I love that. And then I'm pretty simple in the evening, actually. I've really tried to just like pare down my skincare, and I say this as I talk about the like 20th skincare product, but who's counting? What I like to do is every other night, I'll use some sort of chemical exfoliant, and I alternate between either the Omorovicza Acid Fix or the Native Nectar Botanicals Resurface. These are both really great. I think the main difference is that the Native Nectar Botanical ones is only AHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids, which basically will dissolve dead skin and keep your pores clear. And for me, that is something that helps keep my skin from breaking out. The Native Nectar Botanicals is only AHAs. The Acid Fix is AHAs and BHAs. It's really just up to you on what your skin responds best to. Some people are sensitive to certain ingredients, other people are not, but that's the biggest difference in terms of what is the ingredient that is doing the exfoliating between the two. I love these both. I just kind of alternate between the two. This is a true liquid. It's like the texture is like water, whereas this, the texture is like, it's more like a gel. Like, you know, so that's another big difference. I love these both, and every other night I use one of these. I do not use them both. I use one of these every other night. But in the other night, if my skin is breaking out, then I'll use this Caudalie Overnight Detox Oil. I really like this. It does help keep my pores clean as well. If my skin is doing fine, then on those other nights, I don't add any like special treatments or anything like that. So then I will follow with this same moisturizer, the Lilly Pilly moisturizer. Like I said, it's just a really light moisturizer. And after that moisturizer, I'll put an oil just to lock everything in. And it just depends on my skin. If my skin feels like fine, then I'll go back to this Radiance oil, and that's that. But if I really feel like I really want to lock in and add a lot of extra hydration, then I use this Sicily Black Rose Precious Face Oil. Now this is expensive, okay? It's very expensive, but it really does plump the skin, and it really, like on nights where I use like this and this together, my skin is so smooth and so like plump and dewy in the morning. It's like, these are two very expensive products, but from what I have experienced, they're worth it. And then for my lips, I love this La Neige lip sleeping mask. It's just, it really does keep my skin, I mean my lips plump. And when I wake up in the morning after I've used this, my lips are not all like cracked and dry and peeling. And another thing that I just started using is this Noya lip scrub. And this is something that I would just use like every now and then if I feel like I have like lots of like dead skin on my lips. I'll do this and then I'll put the lip mask on after that. So these are all my skincare must-haves. I will have a blog post with this to just list everything and go into more detail on the products. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned. I would love to hear about your go-to products or anything that you've kind of added to your skincare routine now that we are in fall and the weather has cooled down. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to help me grow my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. And thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.